where you're looking at the Pebble watch, and apparently a ship date is now actually been announced, and we're going to talk about that right now on Digits with Scott Austin, technology editor here at the Wall Street Journal. Thanks for being here.
You bet.
Now, this Pebble watch is something highly anticipated, and before we get to the ship date, let's keep people in suspense. This is like the most successful Kickstarter project ever.
That's right. So people can raise money if they build a product. Basically, you lend them $150, $200, and then you get the product later on. This was, I think, the biggest one at $10 million this company raised just in a matter of days, about 85,000 pre-orders. It really overwhelmed this company, which didn't expect it to get to this level. So they were supposed to come out with this smartwatch. It's a customizable watch, Bluetooth watch that hooks up to your iPhone or Android device in September. And then they came up with a bunch of delays. The hardware and software wasn't quite ready yet. So at the Consumer Electronics Show, they finally decided we're going to come out with the shipment date, and it's January 23rd. It's when the shipments are going to start, but it'll probably take about 8 weeks, they said, to reach everybody. And
it's a pretty groovy. We're looking pictures at it. It's a pretty groovy looking watch. It's sort of like that sort of paper-like display.
It's cool, like a Kindle.
That looks pretty interesting. Now, of course, the delays didn't really matter to this company, did they? Because they'd already got the money.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
The customers.
They already have the money. Obviously, they have to come through with it. Otherwise, there'd be a breach of terms or whatever. But I think people have been eagerly awaiting it. It may have actually helped the company because there's so much anticipation. There's been a lot written about it. But I think this is a cool idea. I mean, this is a customizable watch. It's not quite like a James Bond style watch yet, but it's something like you would think Google would come up with. They believe that the screen should just be kind of everywhere. You shouldn't have to pull out a phone from your pocket, and so they created these Google glasses. But I don't know if it's kind of questionable if people really want to wear that. But you would just check your watch.
No, you're actually unusual. You have a watch on
not
there.
A digital one.
Not a digital one. I mean, a lot of people, including me, we don't wear watches. So no watches here. I mean, is the wristwatch is sort of less and less a mandatory thing? It used to be like you had to have one.
Maybe, but I think a lot of techies like it. But if you want to use an app, for instance, they're going to open it up so people can build apps for it. So one of the apps that they're coming out with at the launch is this golf rangefinder app. So you're on the golf course, you want to know the distance to the hole there. You don't have to pull out your phone, you just check it. You're 265 yards away, and then you.
That sounds a little like a gray area on the rules front there. I don't know,
but there's so many applications I'm sure that you can think of in the fitness realm. So I think it's a nice start. We'll see kind of in what direction this goes, but I thought it's a great idea.
So this is great. This presumably all these initial watches they're going to produce, they will go off to the people that funded the company, and then presumably everyone else, the actual retail customers, then they can start getting them, right? Yeah,
and it's on the website. I think it's getpebble.com. I think it's $150. There's 5 different colors. Not that I'm pitching this thing, but there is a lot of demand for it. So yeah, you can buy it on their website once they start.
Is this going to be like the coolest thing? Is these going to be on eBay
I don't
soon?
know, maybe.
It's like trading at $350.
Is it going to be like the swatches, from many years ago?
I remember the swatches. Yeah, they used to keep people awake, going click, click.
I don't know if it'll
click,
be a fad, but I think this might be here to stay.
This is not only good for Pebble, but it's great for Kickstarter, which has really going. Now, one of the things with this sort of thing with Kickstarter is how soon before it starts attracting regulatory interest, because this is basically, in a way, it's not selling stock, but we're getting into a grey area again on this. Like the SEC, when do the SEC show up at the door and say, "Hey guys, I don't think so"?
Yeah, I think if maybe you have some sort of scam once that starts to kick in. I mean, essentially, this isn't like you're investing in a company and you just get a piece of paper. You actually get the product in return. I think that's a smart idea. So, there's all creative ways you can get, let's say, an engraved product, and then so you pay $500 for that, so you can pay a premium for it. So there's ways that these companies can make a little bit of money. But yeah, essentially, if there's a company that raises $10 million and no one gets this product, or they get it and it's a piece of garbage and it's not what they thought, maybe there'll be some sort of regulation around it. But there is question, I think, but I don't know that we're there yet.
Great stuff. Thank you. Always a pleasure. Scott Austin, technology editor here at the Wall Street Journal.